Techie. I am back with kind of a different video for me. I don't know, I don't talk about makeup a whole lot just because I don't have much to say. I don't feel like I'm a professional in any means. I mean, I did makeup in retail for quite a while, and I have a decent sized makeup collection. I showed that in a video. Actually, I'll link it below if you're interested, but I just don't talk a lot about it because I do have so many things. I don't feel the need to go out and buy a bunch of stuff because most everything I find is similar to something I already have. So I don't buy as much makeup as I used to. I don't buy as much makeup as I would like to. But every once in a while I find a product that I either really love or that's maybe a dupe for something that I used to use. It's more expensive, and that's kind of the case with this video. I think it was in my Things I Learned in 2014 video, I realized that Urban Decay Primer Potion works too well. I love this stuff. I've used it for years. I used to have the one when it wasn't in the squeezy tube and it was like the little wand. I had that one. I've told so many people about this. I got it from my mom. I got my friend hooked on it. I mean, I love this stuff. It's awesome. But I thought that the reason I was having such a hard time putting my makeup on was because I was just getting older. I was like, well, I've just forgotten how to do it right, or my eyelids have changed or something. I couldn't figure out why I was having such a hard time getting my eye makeup to blend anymore. And I really love the product. It does not, I mean, there's nothing any better for making your eyeshadow last all day. And I have a confession to make, and I guess now's the time to make it. I do have a tendency to stay up really late at night, and then I get really tired, and so when I go to bed, a lot of times I will just wash my face and leave my eye makeup on. And here's the horrible part. When I wake up, if my eye makeup is still on, sometimes I wear the same eye makeup for 2 days. I might just have to refresh my eyeliner a little bit, but the eyeshadow will still be on for days. I mean, I have literally gotten 3 days of eyeshadow wear out of using this and sleeping with my eye makeup on. I know that's terrible, and if there's a crazy eyeshadow anonymous I need to join, then let me know. But I have done that. I'm a busy mom. We homeschool. I stay up late working on school stuff or exercising or organizing, and by the time I go to bed, I'm exhausted. I don't take it off, and if I wake up in the morning and it still looks pretty good, I'm leaving it on. I'm sorry. So that's kind of the whole thing with that, but that's just kind of a testament to how good the Urban Decay Primer Potion really is. But it's really tacky and sticky, and it makes it really hard for me to blend. And I am getting a little bit older, and I do tend to have more of a hooded eyelid, and so sometimes that makes it really difficult to get the color to go where I want it to go. And so I tried a couple different products that were not as tacky and sticky as the Urban Decay Primer Potion, but they didn't make my eyeshadow last not even 2 days, but like all day long in one day. I would be creasing by the time nighttime came, and I don't have oily eyelids. So I tried a couple of different products, couldn't really find anything. And I really love the Wet n Wild eyeshadow brand. I have a lot of high-end things, but I have a lot of Wet n Wild eyeshadows that some of those are just as good as my high-end things. And so I really wanted to try the new Wet n Wild, I think it's new, Fergie Take on the Day Eyeshadow Primer. And it's the color for my Primas. So it's just a beige color, and I'm going to put it on my hand next to the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So now the consistency is different. It's a lot creamier and it's a lot thinner. So the Wet n Wild is on the top and the Urban Decay is on the bottom. So I'm going to rub them in just lightly. And so I would say the Wet n Wild is more of almost like a foundation consistency. It's a little bit lighter, and then the one on the bottom, which is the Urban Decay, is more tacky and sticky and almost more of a concealer consistency. So it's definitely got a little bit more of a thickness to it, a little bit more of a tackiness to it. I would say it's more the consistency of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's definitely got that more of a slip to it, a lot more lighter weight than the Urban Decay. But once you rub those in, I don't need necessarily the coverage of the Urban Decay. Like, I'm not really covering any veining or anything on my eyelids. So once you rub it in, they both are pretty much the same color. You really can't see either one of them. But I have found that the Wet n Wild is just as good as the Urban Decay. Now, I haven't worn it for 3 days. I guess I should have done that before I made this video, which is, I don't typically do 3 days. I haven't done 3 days with my eye makeup in a long time. I think 2 days is usually the most that I would use out of the Urban Decay. With the Wet n Wild, I have seen, even on the second day, if I've gone to sleep with my eye makeup on, it still looks just as good. There's just as much pigmentation, just as much of it is there as it was when I used the Urban Decay. It's a lot cheaper. I think it's like $20 or $25 for this tube. This is the 11 milliliters, 0.37 US fluid ounces. So it's around $20 for this. And this one, the Wet n Wild, is 0.34 fluid ounces, so just a tiny bit smaller, and it's $4.96. at Walmart. I haven't checked Amazon yet to see if it's any cheaper. If it is, I will link it down below. But I did find mine at Walmart. It is like $5. If you're comparing the difference side by side, I think this is just as good as the Urban Decay. It's so much cheaper. If you're just comparing like long wear and the pigmentation, the longevity of it and the pigmentation that you're able to get with your eyeshadows, I think this is just as good as the Urban Decay. And for the difference in price, I don't ever plan to go back to getting the Urban Decay because it is harder to blend for me. And it's just not worth it. $20 when you could pay $5 and get just as much of a long-lasting eyeshadow look out of it. I think it's awesome. So definitely, if you've tried that one, let me know what you think of it. If you have any other suggestions for me of something I could try, I mean, I don't really feel the need to right now because I really like that one. But just if you have anything that you think I should try, would like to recommend to me, definitely leave that in the comments below. Please like this video if you like it and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.